Alright folks, welcome back to Irish and Scottish fishing and fly tying. So today I'm just going to show you how to tie up a ham and cheese fab. Now, there's all different ways to tie this up. Different colours of pinks and different colours of yellows. You can tie it with an atomic yellow or watermelon at the back. All different sorts of ways. So the way I tie my ham and cheese fab up, I like to use these colours. So at the rear of the hook I use competition pink F&F 15mm FRITZ, and at the front I use F&F ZEST 15mm. I'll just get into it anyway. So like anything, we'll start off with a hook. So the hook I'm using for this is a B160 size 8. Right, and the reason why I'm using it B160 is it's got a wider gape. Good hook for fabs, and I use all my fabs for this, and if I'm tying it in a smaller pattern I use the size 10. So coming with your thread, and it's UNI-THREAD 80 in red. Just put a layer of thread down the hook. Don't worry too much about touching turns, just work your way down the hook till you get to about there. Come in and snip your excess. Now, as I say, I've tried all different colours of foam for this pattern, but predominantly it seems to be the white foam that does the business for me. So use 7mm foam, cut it down and then half it, and then I'll cut it to size. So if you look, that's a bit too big, that. So I'll come down and cut it to size. So all I'm going to do now, so some people will bring the thread up to the top of the hook, but I like to keep it there just to lock it in, and then just as soon as you catch it in, just run your thread down the hook. Then as soon as you're happy with the size of the foam you want, there we go, and then just tighten up them, getting rid of all that. Don't worry about putting a good layer of thread down. You don't need to be touching turns. The red thread will still come through. Then you want to come in with your F&F competition pink 15mm and their jelly, and just catch it in. Now you can play about this pattern, depends how many turns you want yourself, but predominantly when I'm doing the majority of my two tones, I like to do 4 turns and then finish it off then with the zest. So just work your way around the hook, touching turns, coming back, and every time you put a turn in, pull back on the fibers. So that's 1, 2, 3. I know you're probably not seeing this well because the hands are in the way, but I'll get 1 more. 4. And then all you want to do then is just come up with 2 turns. There we go. Pulling all the fibers back, and then just a couple of locking turns in. Now don't worry about all these. We're going to tidy all these up as we finish away at the fly. Come in and snip it. Then all I do then is, you see the foam's moved. So all I do then, don't worry if the foam rotates when you're tying it on, just bring it back round till you finish the hook, finish the fly, and wet the fibers, pull everything back. And then all I do then is I come in and do a couple of locking turns just to hold the fibers back. And then your next part, come in with your F&F Zest 15mm jelly. Catch that in, and then run your thread to the front of the hook. Same as before, just work your fibers down the hook. Don't worry about counting this one. You just work your fibers, and every time you put the turn in, just pull back. I'm gonna get one more in. There we go. Up the top of the hook. One turn, two turns, and then you want to pull hard back. And don't worry about the end fibre sticking up. We're going to tidy all these back. All this is just to lock the FRITZ in. There we go. And come in. Snip it with your Stanley. Again, the foam will turn, so just rotate it round to the position you want it in. Lick your fingers and pull all the fibres back. What that'll do, it'll help it seat. Also help it seat so you can finish your head. Now, a lot of people when they're tying with FRITZ, they like to wet it, but this F&F stuff's good. I can just have no need to wet it. So all you want to do now is just start bulge your head up, taking your time. I say, as the fibres poke up, just pull them back. There we go. And come in with a whip finish turn tool, and then do a 4-turn whip finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one. I like to do it twice. Come in again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about all them wee loose fibres sticking out. We'll tidy them up. Tidy them up once the fly's dry. You can pluck them. Pluck them with a pair of tweezers. And then all we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to come in with our Vineyards fine head cement and put a layer of varnish on the head. Again, just take your time on that. Don't worry if it goes over the eye. Just take your time. Again, there's a few fibres coming up, but I'm going to get rid of them once it all dries. Just work my way around the hook. And then I'll put this on the drying stand. Let it dry, sort out them loose fibres, and then I'll put another coat on. That's the fly finish, folks. That's the F&F ham and cheese with competition pink and zest at the front. Now I tie this pattern in a size 10 variant, which is 10mm FRITZ, which is and 5mm foam, so it works out quite well as well, and it's quite successful. So folks, if you like this pattern, please subscribe to my channel, and there'll be more flies to follow, more booby patterns, dial bats, you name it, all types of flies, etc. And then when we can get back out in the water, I'll be putting videos up of me actually fishing with these patterns. So I'll see you on the next fly, folks, and please subscribe.